So what I'm saying here is this. You see what happened in Zamfara? That is what will be the major work of all of the state governors, pata from the southern Nigeria, in the hours, days, weeks, months, and maybe years ahead. They will be giving press statements. You saw what Seyi Makinde did. He gave a press statement in January. He gave another press statement in February. He gave another one again in March. This June, he don't give another one when they attacked Egongon. The attacks will continue in sequence, and they will be like random, because everywhere is already covered. The only thing that can stop this right now is to break the system. When I say that, some people, when I say, oh yeah, break the system, some people just automatically get, what do you call it? Is that stroke, or is it called heart attack? Heart attack. Oh yeah, break it up. Maiyegun. Every time you say break it up like that, my heart just do big. Your heart do big. Wait till they say, oh yeah, work, move inside the bush. You would know the difference between when somebody says, it's better you join them, to say, break it up, to save lives. When you do that, you will automatically untangle the entangled relationship that Nigeria has had and dragged all of us into it. It is like a threesome. You get what I mean now? It's like having wrong people who have nothing in common coming together to come and do threesome. Now fight, go land down. You know what I'm talking about? There will always be probably someone who is enjoying it. But they can't all enjoy it. And that's what Nigeria has become. And in that situation, to save humanity, you should have conversation. That is why they don't want to have the conversation. Sokoto will have to grow their own food as they have been growing. They will have to sell to us, in other part of West Africa. We won't be called Nigeria anymore. We'll be called the West Africans. West Africans, come to the West Coast. Be the West Coast somewhere in Lagos, in order to do our land. We change the name of Lagos. Change the name of Lagos to something beautiful, something better, something more traditional, something meaningful. Eko, Ekwele, Eko Akete, give us something natural. Rename it. Build our own West Coast there. Access to sea. From Lagos to Calabar, from Lagos to Onitsha, on the sea. They say, when you get to Onitsha, you get to the border of Biafra in Onitsha. You get they may even change the name. Do this and let people find their purpose. You are keeping everybody in a bondage simply because we don't want the northern Nigeria to be poor. And unfortunately, sadly, those who are now backing the northern Nigeria in power, they are now the one telling us that if we break up, we are going to suffer. Sea level, so that's what Nigeria has become. Sea level, so people that believe that they are now feeding us, but yet they can't see us as a burden. We see them as a burden. They are not supposed to be. But you see what Nigeria is, Nigeria has made the burden of a leadership failure in northern Nigeria the burden of the rest of us. In southern Nigeria, many of us never really look up to those leaders, because you know what? All we needed is just something that puts us and equip us to help ourselves. Over time, they have now taken most of that away from us in southern Nigeria. We were so independent that we could be anything. But you know what is weighing us down? We can't even build electricity for our own people because we are part of Nigeria. Some will tell you, it's a lie, Maiyegun, it's a lie. Why don't you build it? And then you can then, did you build it? I say, you don't understand. Right now, you can't build your own electricity as a people. Number one, you are poorer because they've made Nigeria poorer, and you being part of that Nigeria means that you are now part of a poor nation, because every little thing that should possibly help you build is taken away from you. Today, you have to go to Abuja to beg. Your governors have to go to Abuja. They have to send their commissioner, their finance commissioners to Abuja to go and ask, how much are they giving us this month? They say CBN will print money. They don't have enough money. People who don't produce anything that sustain Nigeria are telling us that we are going to suffer if we break away from Nigeria. What's an irony? Yet they won't let us go. Now we are saying, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat about how this should be. Okay. Restructure. They said, no, it is against the North. Oh, okay. Let's change the constitution and put a referendum in it. No. It's against the North. Okay. Right. What can we do then? Okay, let us break up the country then, and let everybody just go his own way, so nobody will be against the North anymore. Oh, that is actually against the North. Right. So, who brought about this union that made it a forever, I mean, what do you call it? For better, for worse, or something like that? Who made it so? Nobody, just a barrel of guns. And that is why we need the numbers to detach ourselves completely from this carnage. There's a video, an interview from this lawyer, and I love it. Okay, and I think you should watch it.
In trying to restructure this behemoth, this elephantine, this very unwieldy unitary federation, which passes for a federal system of government, how do we go about it? That has always been the question. And I have never underrated the role of the National Assembly. But the National Assembly, on the other hand, does not seem to understand what it ought to do. I took on frontally the Deputy Senate President, Senator Omo Agege, on this issue, penultimate Friday at the International Conference Center, where I explained on a blow-by-blow account how to bring what you call about a people's constitution after a referendum. These are words that these people are afraid of. I don't know why they are afraid of referendum or people's constitution. It was done in Eritrea, in Bangladesh, in Iran, in Iraq, in Egypt, in Kenya, in South Africa, in Singapore, in Morocco. These people, even with a government in power, were able to start a new document called the People's Constitution, which was subjected to the people in a referendum.
A referendum. A referendum in Nigeria right now means war. Do you know why? Somebody has an answer. He's not, what do you call it? Excuse me. He is not your favorite person to tell you this, okay? But I want you to leave the messenger and listen to the message. The reason why a referendum is now a legal word in Nigeria. You can't even tell them that. Let people choose their own constitution. Let people be involved. Let people decide what will be in that book. Let people decide what kind of law they want to obey. They say, no. We have written the law. It's an insult. Do you know why? They will never let that happen. Because the Biafrans will come with a full force for a referendum. That's what they have been asking for. That's what Nnamdi Kanu has been asking for. Okay? His rhetoric and all of that may not be so palatable to you. Well, who cares? It doesn't really have to be palatable. Nigeria is not a palatable place. It's not a comfortable place. So anybody's narrative or anybody's rhetoric should never be palatable to you if you want to hear the truth. But what has he been asking for? He's been asking for referendum. Referendum means the people will choose if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not. How is that too much? Because they don't trust the Igbos. Now they are about to also lose, or they've lost that trust. They trust the fake trust. They said they trust Yorubas. We don't trust them. You don't trust people who plan to kill you when they are done killing your neighbor. No way. This is why. Like I said, ignore the messenger. Pay attention to the messages. Trust is the reason why Nigeria can no longer be together. And here is also why.
I was in APC for 9 months. What I saw.
Memorable, man.
Oh my God. What I saw, man. You know?
Memorable, man.
And because I was fighting Jonathan because Jonathan was giving too much to the Northerners, and he was very unfair to the Yorubas, and you know the story. And I told them, I said, look, so when I went to APC, Buhari now, I met Buhari through El Rufai. We interacted 3-4 times. We'll go and meet him. He had a house somewhere else, not here. He lives just around the corner from here now. But he had a house elsewhere. We went there. So, but as time went by, he now started sending for me. So I went there with Nasser. Then one day, they called and said he wanted to see me. So I said, okay, I'll go. I met him at the transport. When I got there, he said we should go inside the bedroom. So we sat in the bedroom talking. He started talking. He said, you know, he wants to, you know, I know his aspiration, but he has a challenge with trusting people in view of what has happened to him in the past. But that he just wants me to know that he will want me to work closely with him if he manages to win the nomination for his party, and that, you know, he likes me, I'm courageous. The Obasanjo said a lot to him about me, that once I'm on board, I will fight all the way, and he loves that. Anyway, to cut a long story short, let me tell you why I'm telling you this story. We started talking about the history and about the Igbos. You know what this man said to me? He said, they killed our leaders in the middle of the night, and we can never forget it. That it's a cultural problem. You can't trust them. When he was talking about trust, that's where it came up. I said, sir, they killed not just northern leaders. They killed leaders from every zone. Southwest, where I come from, yes. The Niger, the south, everywhere. Every zone. Not just the north. And he said, no. He said, but we remember. We will never forget. Those words, we will never forget. And we cannot trust them. He said, it's a cultural problem. When he said this, it's sunk in. I had never seen, I've been trying to with quite a few leaders. I've never seen that. This was deep-seated hatred for a whole nation of people. And I left that room thinking to myself, these people have to be stopped. Because if they're not stopped, if they have power, what they will do, first they will deal with the Igbos, then they will come and deal with us. You know, they will deal with everybody. And it's one of the main reasons, apart from the issue of Muslim ticket. That's what I said, no. Not only will I leave them, I will also expose them and fight them. You understand there are some basic, fundamental, core issues that you must never compromise on. It's not about giving Nnamdi Kanu a position of SGF or position of vice president or something like that. Because if you do that, he will serve his term, then we'll be back to square one.
Square zero, man.
That was when he met Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after his release from the criminals in power in Nigeria. He said something there. He said the reason why he turned back was when he felt like if these people should have access to power, they were going to deal with the Igbos. But look at what is happening now. They have access to power. You see, the one of unfortunate things that the Nigerian political class have succeeded in doing, including the Nigerian religious leaders, is that I am reading a comment from, listen, you actually got my attention, and you are a very good example of somebody I can talk about. Abubakar, you're watching on YouTube, okay? Abubakar Zayana Abdullahi. I want to speak to you directly because I believe you're not the only person watching, okay? There is something that the political class in Nigeria have succeeded in doing. When they carry out their selfish, personal, long-held agendas that are pretty much inimical, that are pretty much dangerous to a lot of people, they carry them out in the name of either religion they profess to. Then they also carried it out. They carried this out in the name or identity of where they are coming from and those who are associated with them, religion and tribe, even though what they are bringing on is a personal, selfish agenda. Let's look at it this way. Boko Haram is meant to safeguard everybody, okay? Let's say Nigeria was not better when it came in, all right? You listening? What's your name again? I almost missed Abubakar or Abdulkadir. I don't want to miss your name. Anyway, I believe you are still watching, okay? Buhari came in. One of the reasons why many of you from the northern part of Nigeria and other part of Nigeria supported APC and even Boko Haram. Two good reasons that some of you have given was that he was not corrupt and is a military man that can help you defeat insecurity and bring about peace, prosperity, and progress, development. Now, for 6 years, these traits, this expectation, they've been shattered. You can confirm that. Facts can prove that. Not only that insecurity has escalated way beyond the northern Nigeria, or let's say the Borno, the northeast. It has now covered the northwest, north central. You are not just dealing with Boko Haram anymore. You are now dealing with bandits, as they call them, and so many other criminal gangs who are now into not just Chibok kidnapping anymore. You have now dealt with more daring kidnappings in 6 years. And right before your eyes, Boko Haram can tell you he's doing a lot to stop it. But you and I know that is not true, right? If not, on record, this same Boko Haram's government that is doing its best to stop terrorism, they've released over 645 repentant terrorists, they call them. Abdulkadir Muhammad. Now, remember, they came with two key deceits to manipulate you, religion and tribe. And every time they now that they are shunning out policies that put more people in IDP camp, more people in burial ground, more people in the hands of kidnappers. Now that many of you, more farmers have been killed, right? Not just in the northern Nigeria anymore, to the middle belt, to southern Nigeria. Are you with me? Do you still believe that Buhari and those in charge of Nigeria are doing what they are doing in your own interest? Do you still believe that? If I take away that religion and I take away that tribe, two things they used in making you believe that even if you don't understand what they are doing, but you believe that they are doing it for the purpose of your good. No, they are not. Until you are dead, you will never agree. And when you believe that Nigeria won't break, that is also another deceit that they have told you. They have told you that Nigeria needs to be one. They don't tell you why. They will never tell you why. Ask them one-on-one and say, Salam alaikum, Malam. I want to ask you this question. You are our leader. You are our spiritual leader. You know more than us. And you are learned. Can you please give me just 5 good reasons why Nigeria should not break up? By the time they start telling you those reasons, you will realize that most of them, none of them actually have you in mind. Most of them is about their own personal, selfish, elitist egos. And that is why when you go out to say Nigeria should not break, we should not, you don't know what you are talking about. Because even those your leaders who tell you same, they have no idea what they are talking about. Let them sit down. Sit them down. Let's say, Baba, sit down. Obasanjo, sit down. Give me 5 reasons. They will start telling you about how God put Nigeria together. How God wants to make us a great country. How we are the biggest, largest number of black nation on earth. How you are the giant of Africa. How you will become so big in the future. Absolute trash. Nobody can tell you. I'm giving you this challenge. I'm giving you the challenge now. After watching this video, when you meet anyone Nigerian, don't fight them. There's no point in fighting. There's no point. We have fought a lot of fights, you know. There's a lot we fought, you know. Everything is not fight. Tell them, give me 5 good reasons. Good reasons why Nigeria should remain one. Meanwhile, you can be great neighbors. Do you know what is lacking? Equity, justice, and fairness. That is what doesn't exist in Nigeria. That is what will never exist. Are you with me? The injustice is so much that they have democratized it. Everybody gets share now of the injustice. Therefore, there is no respect. Nobody respects anybody. When a Yoruba Oba Kabiyesi comes in, a military uniform, a Fulani military guy can slap your Kabiyesi and he will say he received his order from the order from above. Nothing you can do. That is what is bringing about the Wahala, and there is nothing that can fix it. There's no amount of unity begging. There's no amount of emotional blackmail. There's no amount of political correctness that can fix it. Break it, and you will create respect. Respected countries with boundaries. Respect. It is lack of respect that will make a Fulani jihadist to carry AK-47 and walk straight into a forest. It doesn't care who controls the forest or who owns it. According to him, Allah gave it to him. Therefore, he doesn't give a damn. It is lack of respect. But when you break it down, you will have boundaries. You will trade. You will share cultural exchanges. You will send children to northern Nigeristan or whatever name they call the other back then. I don't know. Arewa Republic. Probably some of the youth that will make up the Arewa Republic. There will be those that will never, ever, ever accept the conditioning, the social conditioning that these corrupt criminals, elite, from your part, have forced you into. They set you up to become recruits for terrorism. Why? Because they need you to continue to live in that ignorance. And as long as Nigeria can pay the bill, you don't need that exposure. You see, when Nigeria break up, they will be exposed. These young people, they will not take no for an answer. And there will be no Nigeria to use as an example. There will be no people to go and kill, to set us an example from them from protesting, right? When Nigeria break up, the chain of Armageddon, the chain of, what do you call it? The chain of slavery, mental slavery, religious slavery that is enveloping Nigeria, that has enveloped the northern Nigeria, enveloped the southern Nigeria, enveloped everyone's brain to the point that we are talking and arguing about freeing ourselves. And in fact, it was because of the slavery chain, the chain. Breaking that chain of that useless union in the long run will break the chain of Abubakar, Abdul Kadiri, Salisu, Shadia, and the rest of them who will collect 1,000 naira to defend a system that is killing them. When you break Nigeria, and everybody have their own countries, right? And the respect is reinstored, people's will and people's power rules. You will not have any Salisu protesting that Bokwari is doing well simply because they gave him 1,000 naira.
Just as around my area, they call me say, do something else there. That is the problem where it carries.
They call you to come and do protests?
Yes.
Okay. Did they promise to pay you?
They promised to pay you some 2,000, some 1,500.
Have they paid you?
Never pay. I don't say they will pay because our leader is around.
Oh. Who is your leader?
Mohammed Garba.
Mohammed Garba. Okay, you are coming from area 1.
So when did they call? When did they call you?
Area 1 is
today or yesterday?
Today.
Oh. So what are the instructions? Did they give you any instructions?
No.
You just say, may you just show up.
Just now show around 11 o'clock duty, then close, we are going back to our area.
Okay. And they'll pay you down.
How much again? How much?
For 1,000 naira. That's what bring us come here. For 1,000 naira.
To support you. To support you.
Baba Buhari.
Have you collected your own 1,000? Have you collected your own?
I've never collected 1,000.
Me, my own is 10,000 naira.
Your own is 10. How?
My own.
Oga. Come here. I come here for 1,000.
Please stand there.
Respect, dignity, self-respect. There will never be any working country where people go out to collect 1,000 naira to support a system that put them in that state, a beggarly state. That's what people are asking for. That's what you should be asking for. And that is why when people came out in London to say enough, I was having the goosebumps. I think you should feel it too. Feel what I felt when I saw this video.
Empire of the mind.
Yes.
Yeah. And now one is transferred. Okay.
Biafrans, Oduduans, their friends, families, co-workers, police, everyone, journalists, witnessed that a massive rally in London yesterday. Same thing happened in Canada, but it's a different one, right? It was the leader of the Ilana Omo Oodua, Professor Banji Akintoye, that spoke to our people in Canada. And we caught it. If you have time, relax and see listen to the message delivered on the awareness rally for Oodua Nation in Canada yesterday. Relax.
Empire of the mind.
Yes.
Yeah. And now one is transferred that empire of the mind and empire of people. All our people. So I congratulate you for holding today's rally, and because it contributes considerably to what we are trying to achieve. I greet you all, and I greet your families and the little children. Give my love to all of them.
Yes, sir.
Here in the homeland, we are the Fulani are now discovering that when the Yoruba people are awake and alive, there is very little that they can do. The recent attack on our people in Uganda and the killing of many of our people there has woken up the whole Yoruba nation in a way that we have never seen before. So everywhere now in Yoruba land, whenever the Fulani come, there are people waiting to receive them and send them back. It happened in Adegi today, it happened in Akure, it happened in Ibadan, it happened in some area of Chagamu.
States.
And I'm hearing that it happened also somewhere near Gegi in Lagos. They are coming and we are ready.
Yes.
And we have assured those who are not Nigeria, international terrorists who may want to come to our land to do havoc, that they will not return alive out of our country. We are ready. We are ready.
Yes.
We will defend our land.
Yes, so
protect our land. We will go on and take our country out of Nigeria and start to build a great country in the world.
Yes.
I am an old man, but I stand firmly by you.
Yes.
Thank you. I believe by your side until you take your country.
Yes.
And I will have the great joy of sitting somewhere in Adegi, roasting corn or whatever, and watching you as you give your people the best government that the African continent has ever seen. I congratulate you all. I congratulate you all. I say again, I congratulate you all.
Let's sing that song again, man.
Olúwa dá bàbá sí fún wa. Bàbá o, bàbá o, bàbá o. Olúwa dá bàbá sí fún wa. Bàbá o, bàbá o, bàbá o. Olúwa dá bàbá sí fún wa. Bàbá o, bàbá o, bàbá o. Olúwa dá bàbá sí fún wa.
Nigeria, save lives. And Nigeria, save lives. Yoruba nation, now. Yoruba nation, now.
Yoruba nation, now.
People in Canada, they are watching now, possibly just laughing there, like, Maiyegun. Yes, we got your video from Canada. We got your video from Germany. We got your video from Cambodia. I got your video from Dubai, from UAE. I got a lot of videos. If I begin to share all of them with you, man, we're going to be all night. But I have one, which was delivered, a speech delivered by Are Onokakanfo, Iba Gani Adams. I haven't listened to much of it. Let's watch it together before we round up tonight. A quick one.
I want to appreciate all our guests for being part of this event. It is my hope that our struggle will never be in vain. The annual commemoration event we could not hold last year because of the coronavirus pandemic that ravaged the global community. But today, I'm happy that even though the situation still bites the world, we are still able to make it to this event. For over 2 decades now, the Odua People's Congress, OPC, under my leadership, have been at the vanguard of the struggle to make June 12 the authentic democracy day. We use June 12 as commemoration event and this to promote discourse. Many of the journalists present here today can testify to this. With the June 12 becoming the official democracy day today, I can comfortably say that Are MK Abiola live forever. I'm happy because of our effort to ensure that democracy is deeply rooted in Nigeria are not in vain. Our demand that June 12 becomes the official Democracy Day was one of the greatest rewards and dividends of democracy. The import of this on all of us is that democratic rule in the country has come to stay, and Nigeria must continue to cherish sacrifice made by heroes of democracy. I'm happy to tell you that late Are M.K. Abiola and several other Democrats live forever in our hearts. But it is sad that after 22 years of democracy, Nigeria is still not in tune with those worthy ideals that live in Nigeria, and the answer is no. It is low because the politicians that are supposed to give hope for the hopeless Nigeria are fast crashing their hope and eroding their very foundation of democracy. In the past 22 years, our democracy has only involved in promotion of disunity, rivalry, senseless killings, massacre of Nigeria on a daily basis. The present danger has been threatening the fragile union of our great country, and sadly, Nigeria is sliding toward anarchical terminal points. The late R.M.K. Abiola in his life represents unity in Nigeria. That is why he's able to win presidential election even in the north, where his main opponent, Alhaji Bashir Tofa, came from. But today, the symbol of unity has passed on. What we have now in Nigeria is nothing but a fragile unity, where all various ethnic nationalities make up Nigeria live with mutual suspicion.
And we want to break up. Sorry to bore you with that boring speech anyway. However, it was a, Democracy Day speech he gave, where he spoke a lot about the ongoing problem and all of that, and eulogizing M.K. Abiola. I thought I should round it up with that. Not a good note, I think. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. I've got a few other things to share, but I've not got any time to share them. So that means I'm going to meet you again tomorrow. So if you have the time, join me. But before you go, okay, remember this. Nigeria won't really be, Nigeria never really change. It is just that many of us are just noticing the type of Nigeria they actually forced us to adopt. Until when you begin to understand that Nigeria they made you to adopt, you will never understand why you never fit in the first place. And you will never fit in at any time. Now, taking a look at the problem, talking about the solution, you will realize that there will be no solution that is not all-inclusive, involving everyone. And as Nigeria is, arranged, they can make it look like a pseudo-involvement, which was never an involvement anyway, right? Or inclusion, rather. And since they won't let you be part of those that would decide that, except you choose on their terms, especially now that they have told you all you need to do is to legitimize their elections. Just say the election, just go there, just get voter's card. Just go out there, collect 1,000 naira and just stamp your thumb. That's it. You validated the fraud for another 4 years. Save for that, you will know you have no say in absolutely everything. But until we have the number to tell them that, yeah, you are dictating the game now, but you won't for much longer. And that scared the shit out of them. You don't know about that. Anyway, the dictators are scared that at the long last, the people will realize, they will push back, and the dictatorship will end. But this time around, it's not going to be just the dictatorship that will end. Nigeria will end. And you will witness it in your lifetime if you live long enough before Nigeria kills you. Kill Nigeria. The choice is yours. I've done mine. I hope you had a good time with me tonight. I wanted to take calls, but I won't. I'm going to cut out tonight as well. But we will have a chat tomorrow. My friends who have downloaded the SendWave app, or those who haven't, you can use the link. It's in the video. I mean, it's in this description. Use that. It's free to send money if you are sending your money from the UK. 1% of what you are sending, if you are sending the money from elsewhere, okay? And you can send the money directly to the bank account of those you want to give the money to. Download the SendWave app. Use the Maiyegun's Diary. That's my bad. Just use the Politico promo code when you are sending your first money. And whoever you send that to, they will receive an extra £5 or $5 or euro. You see, one good thing about using the SendWave also is this. If you use it, or when you use it, whoever gets the money or you send the money to, they will be paid in dollars, meaning you don't have to worry about the exchange rates that is plummeting. Or, you know what I'm talking about? They can go on and change their money elsewhere. It's up to you. But if you use the promo code, right, you will be supporting Maiyegun's Diary Politico. So, and it's free. If it's not going to cost you anything, why not? Use it if you haven't. I'm going to see you some other time, okay? You have a wonderful evening. And to my friends, as always, thank you. I'm going to see you again on YouTube. Before you leave, give that thumb up under the video, okay? Facebook, my friends on Facebook, it's a pleasure talking to you again tonight. I hope we do it again tomorrow. But let me tell you something, right? One day, you're going to search for Maiyegun's Diary Politico on Facebook. You won't find it. Not because it's probably closed, no. It's because Facebook would have shut it down. Therefore, use what you have now to save what you want for the future. Go on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to it, okay? Go on the diasporaradiointernational.com where you can listen to me on audio. And you can possibly download some of my videos through there as well. Take your chances. They are all free. And to my friends who are actually premium friends, some people don't understand. I've got great premium friends on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Very, very great guys. I love you all. So thank you so much. To my friends who always also reach out to me through my PayPal, my, what's that called? Cash App. And to some friends who have actually reached out through the Diaspora Radio, thank you to all of you. Every penny, every pound is what makes Maiyegun thicker. And here we are, getting better, all to you. And thank you for all the share and all the love. I'll see you some other time. So stay safe and good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé